I'm Lieutenant Commander Detta of the Starship Enterprise. I have just accessed all pertinent historical information regarding the 25th anniversary celebration of Star Trek, circa 1991.
What are you talking about, Data?
Perhaps I should begin with a brief overview. Computer, load presentation file.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
September 8th, 1966. Gene Roddenberry's revolutionary new television series, Star Trek, debuts on the NBC Broadcast Network. For the first time ever, audiences are treated to a view of the future that is believable and entertaining.
We were once a people like yourselves, often committed to irrationally opposing points of view. Only the discipline of logic saved my planet from extinction.
Scotty, where's that power? If I push these impulse engines too hard in the condition they're in, they'll blow apart.
He's dead, Jim.
Threat of early network cancellation triggers a viewer revolt. Over 1 million angry letters are sent, resulting in renewal for 2 additional seasons.
Nobody knew nothing. We all thought we were in some series, and once it was canceled, it would be over like all series are.
It's unique. It's unique. I can't think of any other but the interest has lasted so long.
After it had rerun about 5 times, I told my wife, well, it's over. It's been nice. And I said the same thing when it ran 20 times.
Inquiry. The term rerun. To televise again. Repeat with success. See sitcom. I Love Lucy. Da 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 da. Cross-referencing. It appears that because of substantial viewer support, the original Star Trek series became, at the time, the single most successful syndicated program in the history of the galaxy. Stardate 7912.06. Star Trek, the motion picture, made its gala premiere in Washington, D.C.
With our old friends all together again, it was a dizzying feeling. It was a glorious feeling. That, I must say, is one of the days that I will always remember.
The movie is an immediate hit. 4 Star Trek sequels follow, each featuring the cast of the original series. Long attendance lines are resulting in ticket sales in excess of $400 million in the U.S. alone. Retail home video sales of the films, original TV series, and animated cartoons account for an additional $320 million. September 30th, 1987. 20 years after the original series first airs, Star Trek, The Next Generation, debuts to critical and public acclaim. It soon becomes the #1 show in weekly syndication, often out-delivering all network dramas among key audience demographics.
Your Honor, a courtroom is a crucible. In it we burn away irrelevancies until we are left with a pure product that... Are you prepared to condemn him and all who come after him to servitude and slavery? Your Honor, Starfleet was founded to seek out new life. Well, there it sits.
The thing that's amazed me about Roddenberry, more than anything else, out anything to change his image of the future. Not studios, not networks, not writers like me coming in saying, come on, Gene, Don Johnson, Miami Vice, let's heat it up. None of that. He maintains that integrity to that vision.
June 10th, 1988. Humanoids of all ages attend the unveiling of the Star Trek at Universal Studios Hollywood. Each year, over 5 million visitors from around the world beam aboard this hit attraction.
The computer shows a number of theories to explain the long-term success of this legend. It seems humanoids verbally to Star Trek's positive vision of the future, in which all races were treated equally.
Always had minorities and women in prominent roles and positions. I mean, he to me, obviously very forward thinking.
Where you come from, are there a lot of people my size?
Where I come from, size, shape, or color.
Also continually attracted to Star Trek's humanistic portrayal of life in outer space. Traditional technology often became reality. For example, the diagnostic sickbay beds depicted in the classic series were studied by the U.S. Armed Forces. The Starfleet phaser weapons were one step removed from the laser beam, and communicators would resemble the cellular telephone devices.
Beam up, everyone.
Understood, Captain.
Load Star Trek Humanoid Unrefined Emotional Response File.
I like Mr. Spock.
Why?
He's funny. I like his ear.
Excuse me. Do you mind stopping that jam? No. I hope you're blue too.
How does that Vulcan salute go?
It's hard to do that for me.
Like that?
I can't do it.
Like this? They move smart. I like Worf. Why? He's a Klingon.
Don't give me that Klingon nonsense.
Who's your favorite character?
Scotty.
Cotton. She's
Like the back of my hand.
I had the hots for Kirk like every other adolescent female, you know.
I do not wish to see you tortured in any way.
I mean, here's a guy that wherever he went in the galaxy, he always seemed to pick up alien women.
Kiss me.
Star Trek's impact on popular culture was felt so strongly that many other successful television transmitters paid homage to this acclaimed series.
Spock, where are we? It appears, Captain, that we are on an alien planet inhabited by strange beings with long hair and very short skirts.
Okay, that's contempt, Chucko. 1 day in the county jail.
That's what you think. Beam us up.
Red alert! Hard starboard! Hard to port!
Frankly, Captain, I'm exhausted.
Me too.
The most significant evidence of cultural impact occurred on stardate 7608.12. Over 400,000 letters were sent to Washington, D.C., demanding that NASA name its first experimental space shuttle after the USS Enterprise.
That ship belongs in a museum.
Star Trek fans are legendary for their devotion. Enthusiastic fans called Trekkies or Trekkors gather to celebrate their belief in the world of Star Trek each and every weekend. Some fans have even performed Star Trek-themed marriages.
Trekkors include businessmen, bank presidents, stockbrokers, college professors, and a large number of astronauts.
99% recognition level, Star Trek is unsurpassed as a marketing and licensing vehicle. 53% of the American public consider themselves Star Trek fans.
I've been watching Star Trek since I was in college.
I've always loved it, and I grew up watching it.
Children and teenagers thrive, while adults appreciate Star Trek's well-written characters.
Something that our family can watch together.
The only reason I can give is that, hey, it's got some kind of match to it.
Over the years, Star Trek merchandise has demonstrated an element of collectability unmatched among licensed properties. Retail sales of Star Trek products, including publishing, are rapidly approaching $500 million. From a license that can live long and prosper.
Interesting. It says here, without it.
It is the idealism, intellect, and excitement of Star Trek that has helped fuel our continued fascination with outer space. Trek is the one in which millions hope to live.
Because it speaks to some basic needs that there is a tomorrow. It's not all going to be over with a big flash and a bomb. That the human race is improving humans. No, astronauts, ancient astronauts did not build the pyramids. Human beings built them because they're clever and they work hard. And Star Trek is about those.
Mr. Data, will you take your position?
Aye, Captain.
Mr. Crusher, lay a course for the starbase at Oddart 2.
Unfortunately, I must now attend to an Earth. However, a Starfleet representative will be available for additional materials you may require. Commander Data, out.
Shields up. Let's see what's out there.